Okay, so good morning to all. So today we are going to discuss about a new rearrangement reaction, that is Favorsky rearrangement reaction. So let us start this rearrangement reaction. Favorsky rearrangement reaction. The name of the rearrangement is Favorsky rearrangement reaction. So this rearrangement reaction, it is a reaction of alpha haloketones to corresponding acid in the presence of alkali. So the starting compound is alpha halo, that is the ketone. For example, suppose the starting compound is having such type of skeleton. It is a six-membered ring. It is a six-membered ring, and there is a CO is a part of ring, cyclohexanone, and B is alpha carbon, and there is a presence of a Cl. So it is called as a alpha haloketone. In general, alpha haloketone, and in particular you can say 2-chlorocyclohexanone. Why? Because here is a numbering, here is a 1 and here is a 2, right? So it is called as a, so it is also called as, that is a 2-chlorocyclohexanone. Cyclohexanone. The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. So here we can take alkali, maybe NaOH, KOH, or sodium methoxide. So it is observed that there is a formation of corresponding product, that is a carboxylic acid. So and the six-membered ring becomes five-membered ring, and you are getting corresponding such type of carboxylic acid. So this is the reaction. So you are getting corresponding, that is the carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Now let us see what is the mechanism of this reaction. So this carbon, where there is a Cl, it is called as alpha carbon atom. So alpha haloketone, the starting compound is alpha haloketone, and here there must be presence of also, here if you numbering in the reverse way, so there is a presence of, that is the hydrogen and hydrogen. So alpha hydrogen, right? It is also alpha hydrogen. Now let us see what is the mechanism of this reaction. Mechanism is a very simple mechanism of this reaction. So the starting compound is alpha haloester. So in this case, what happened? The reaction takes place in the presence of base, right? The reaction takes place in the presence of base. So this is your starting compound, C double bond O. Here is a Cl, and here on this this carbon is alpha carbon, right? So there is a, even if you use the numbering from right side, it becomes alpha. If you numbering from the left side, it becomes alpha. So the required condition is that there must be presence of alpha halogen and alpha hydrogen. Okay, the reaction takes place in the presence of alkali, OH minus, and you know these are the alkali, NaOH or QH. It has ability to abstract a proton, so it is a base. So this alpha carbon, there is a hydrogen, it is directly attached to the CO group. So what happens in this case, this sigma bond will open on this carbon. There is a formation of C negative, and this H positive is abstracted by this base. So there is a formation of corresponding carbanion. Right? There is a formation of corresponding carbanion. So you get such type of carbanion. One of the alpha hydrogen get abstracted by the base. So there is a H, and this carbon becomes negative. C double bond O as it is, and here is a Cl, right? So you get corresponding carbanion. The carbon having the negative charge is called as a carbanion. In the next step, what happens? The Cl and this carbanion. Here, the Cl, this sigma bond open on this Cl. Cl get negative and C get positive. So this negative will attack on this carbon, and there is a formation of a such type of cyclic membered ring. Okay. So here you get such type of ring, that is, I will write first same thing. Here is a cyclic membered cyclohexanone. So there is a H already, right? And this carbon form a bond with this carbon, means you get such type of a cyclic compound. Okay. And further reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. So if you take the reaction in the presence of alkali, OH minus, then here the sigma bond can open either from this side or from this side. Okay. And here what happened? The first step we can write oxygen is more electronegative as compared to carbon. Okay, so pi bond open on the oxygen, O becomes negative and C becomes positive. So this OH negative will attack on this C positive, and on this C positive, and you can get here, I will write the same thing, cyclohexanone nucleus, and here is a bond between this carbon and this pi bond open here, it becomes O negative, right? And the OH will attack here, and the OH will attack here. You can get such type of alkoxide. And further what happen? The ring opening takes place. Here is a 4-member ring. The ring opening takes place. So how it open? Either you open from the right side or from the left side, right? So here this sigma bond open on this carbon. Now C becomes negative and C becomes positive. So this negative will shift here, and there's a formation of double bond. So you can get the next structure like this one. Now 6-member becomes 5-member. Okay, the 6-member becomes 5-member, and you are getting such type of 5-member nucleus, right? And here you are having carbon, C double bond O, here is O and here is H, right? And this carbon will open on this carbon. Actually you have to open by this side. Okay, so okay, I will write in the other way, means I will open, because I have written the structure, so I will not open from this side, I will open by this side. So this will open, right? This will open on this carbon. So this C becomes negative, right? This C becomes negative, right? So as this open here, you are having such type of carbon. Okay, C becomes negative. I have written C becomes negative, and further it undergo protonation in the presence of, that is the acid or water, right? So here is the H, here is OH. It undergo protonation. How? This sigma bond open on this OH negative, H positive, and this negative will attack on this H positive. So it undergo protonation, and you are getting final compound, that is 5-membered nucleus, right? And here there was H already, right? There was H already, and it undergo protonation. And here it becomes C double bond O and OH, means cyclopentane carboxylic acid. So you are getting corresponding cyclopentane carboxylic acid as the final compound. So cyclopentane carboxylic acid. This is the final compound. So here in this way, the alpha halo ketone when react with, that is the alkali, NaOH or KOH, it will convert into corresponding such type of cyclopentane carboxylic acid, right? Now let us see some other examples. It is called as a Favorsky reaction. So what is the required condition? The required condition is that there must be presence of at least one alpha halogen and one alpha hydrogen atom. Then there is a formation of such type of compound. Okay, so here we'll take some other examples. So one what is the statement and one generalization, or you can take one of the example. So we'll take some other example. Let us see some other example. The starting compound example, right? The starting compound is your, suppose if you carry out reaction in the presence of, if you put water here, look here, if you put here water and if you put here water, you are getting corresponding carboxylic acid. But if here the same reaction, if we carry out in the presence of, that is called as a alkoxide, right? In the presence of alkoxide. So, or we can take alcohol as a solvent, ROH, and RONA positive and negative. In the previous case, we have to take alkali, NaOH or KOH and water. But here, what we have done, we have taken sodium alkoxide and alcohol. So here only there is a change. Here is a negative. This negative will attack on this. There is a O. There is a positive, and you can get corresponding ester. So I will write the mechanism so that we can also understand in the detail, right? So let us see the mechanism of this reaction. When you carry out same reaction, so the starting compound is cyclohexanone. There is the presence of 6-membered ring. There is a CO, and there is the presence of alpha halogen, and here are 2 hydrogen, and these hydrogens are alpha hydrogen atom. So here is also alpha carbon, and here is also alpha carbon atom. Okay, now look here, what I am going to do here. The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali, and alkali is RO minus and Na plus sodium alkoxide. There we have taken the alkali, NaOH or KOH, means both are base, and the reaction takes place in the presence of alcohol solvent. Again, same thing. First step is the formation of carbanion, and carbanion further undergo, that is the reaction. Okay. So first step is the formation of carbanion. So just I will write this sigma bond open on this carbon. C becomes negative, right? The C becomes negative here. Double bond O. Here is a Cl. You may take chlorine, bromine, iodine. You are having C negative, right? Further, the sigma bond open on this Cl. Cl becomes negative. C becomes positive. So this negative will attack on this C positive. You are getting corresponding the next product, that is a cyclic compound. This is a cyclic compound, right? This is a cyclic compound where there is formation of bond between this carbon and carbon, and there is a removal of Cl minus. There is a removal of Cl minus. Okay, and here you are having C double bond O, as the reaction takes place in the presence of sodium alkoxide base R O minus and Na positive alkoxide. So here what happens? Oxygen is more electronegative as compared to carbon. So pi bond open on the oxygen, O negative and C positive, and this O negative will attack on this C positive, right? And you can get corresponding, that is the like this one. So I will write same thing. Here is a 6-member ring, right? Here is a 6-member ring, and this is the 4-member ring, and here O negative, and here there is the attack of OR, right? O and R. Okay. Now further, here there is a negative. Okay. Now ring opening takes place. It is a rearrangement step. Right? There is a ring opening takes place. Here, what happens? Either you can open from the right side or the left side. Suppose if I open from the right side. In the previous case, I have opened by the right side. Here I will open from the left side. So this sigma bond will open on this carbon. This C becomes negative, and this carbon becomes positive. So this negative will shift on this sigma bond, and there is a formation of double bond, and it will convert into corresponding product like this one. It is 5-membered nucleus. It is the 5-membered nucleus. C becomes negative. Here you are having C double bond O and OR, means ester. Okay, and further it undergo protonation in the presence of alcohol. So this H positive, it undergo protonation of this negative, and you are getting corresponding ester. So here you can get such type of ester. So here you are having such type of ester, right? Here is the O and here is the R, means you can get ester. There is attack of H, right? Even I can write this alcohol like this one. Here is the O and here is the H. This sigma bond will open on this O. H positive undergo protonation. Okay. So in this way, there is a formation of ester. So it is called as, that is the Favorsky rearrangement reaction. So in the previous case, you have taken the alkali and water. Here we have taken the sodium alkoxide and alcohol. So it depends upon what type of compound that you are taking, and you can get corresponding product. Okay. Now we'll take another example and we'll check its mechanism of the reaction. So the starting compound for this one, and you have to try yourself. Now I have written the two mechanisms, and I have written the two mechanisms. Just you have to follow the step and you have to write down the mechanism of this reaction. Okay, so let us see suppose you are having such type of starting compound. Here is a cyclohexane. There is a Cl. There is a C double bond O, and here is the R. Right? Here is the R. The reaction takes place in the presence of, again, sodium alkoxide O Na plus and negative, and ROH. ROH. You have to find out what is the product of this reaction, right? Now look here. Now in this case, here I will replace this R by CH3, means it becomes in general. Okay, in more particular CH3, right? CH3. Now look here. This is your, yeah, you can label this compound alpha carbon and alpha carbon, right? So first step is the formation of corresponding carbanion. Suppose if I write alpha and alpha dash, so from which carbon it get carbanion? From the alpha dash, because on alpha there is a halogen. So the required condition is that there must be presence of at least one alpha halogen, and from the next alpha dash there is a removal of hydrogen and formation of carbanion. So I can also write this one like CH2 and H. So I can abstract one of the hydrogen by the base, and we can convert into corresponding carbanion. So I will write the carbanion. Here is the 6-membered ring, right? Here is the 6-membered ring. Here is the here is the Cl, right? Here is the C double bond O, and it becomes CH2 negative. So there is a formation of carbanion. There is a formation of carbanion. So first step is the formation of a carbanion. It is the alpha haloketone. Alpha haloketone. So for the Favorsky reaction, what you have to remember? You have to remember there must be a presence of CO. There must be a presence of alpha hydrogen atom. In the next step, here, what happens? The sigma bond will open on the Cl. Cl becomes negative, right? So this sigma bond open on this Cl. Cl negative and C becomes positive. So this negative will attack on this C positive, right? And there is a formation of corresponding cyclic compound, cyclopropanone nucleus. So here I will write down the same thing. Firstly, there is a 6-membered nucleus, right? And here you are having such type of 5-membered nucleus, C double bond O, right? C double bond O. You are having such type of 5-membered nucleus. Now here on the left side you are having a different type of, that is the R, and also on the right side you are having a CH2. Now here it may also undergo, that is the rearrangement to give corresponding compound. The reaction takes place in the presence of, that is RO minus. Okay. So here pi bond open on the oxygen, O negative, C positive, and this negative will attack on this C positive, right? So this negative will attack on this C positive. That I have to write. Okay. Now here you are having, that is the, now look here. Here what happened? When you attack this RO minus on this one, so you can get such type of 6-membered nucleus. You are having 3-membered nucleus, and there is a attack of OR. Okay, there is an attack of OR, right? And further ring opening takes place. So here this sigma bond open on this carbon, C negative, right, and C positive. So this negative will shift on this sigma bond, and you can get such type of compound, right? I will write down the same thing, 6-membered nucleus. Then here as it open, right, as it open, so Here is a C double bond O and OR, right? And here is your CS2 negative, right? CS2 negative. And further, it undergo protonation. Protonation in the presence of, that is the alcohol, ROH. And you are getting a final compound. You are getting a final compound which contains 6-membered nucleus. Here is a C double bond O and OR ester, and here is a CH3. So this is the final compound, final product of this reaction, right? So in this way, we have seen next reaction, that is the Heureski rearrangement reaction. We have taken, this is the, I think, third example, right? So let us see how many examples are there. There's a alpha haloketone, right? Then mechanism of the reaction, then alpha haloketone in the different, that is the base, right? Different base. Then we have taken here different type of R. So, but there is a presence of only one alpha hydrogen atom, so that we can get corresponding product, right? And we can write down corresponding final compound. Let us take again one example. Here, remember, we can take different type of alkali, and we can take a different type of alkali, and we can write corresponding product. Okay. So here, suppose if I take a next example, number 4 example. Here is a C double bond O, right? Here is a, suppose, carbon, there is a halogen, here is a R, here is also R, here is a carbon, there is a hydrogen, here is also R, and here is also R, right? Alpha haloketone, it is a alpha haloketone. You have to write name of every compound below that one. Then in this case, you can write down the mechanism, and you can get the product. So here I will write the mechanism. So this sigma bond open on the Cl. The reaction takes place in the presence of NaOH or KOH, NaOH or water, right? Here the X may be chlorine, maybe bromine. First step is the formation of a carbanion, C negative. Here is a RR, maybe same, maybe different, C double bond O. Here is a carbon, here is a halogen, and also there is a R and R. Further, this sigma bond open on X, X negative, C positive. So this negative will attack on this C positive. So here you are getting corresponding cyclic compound. So here C double bond O, here is a carbon, here is a carbon, right? It becomes 3-membered nucleus. Here is R, here is R, also here is R and R. Okay, we can take all R, they are same or maybe different. Now here, suppose if I label here 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Again same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now in this case, you observe that R1, R2, R3, R4, they are different, right? If they are same, you can open from inside, right? So either you can here the reaction takes place in the presence of alkali OH minus, right? So pi bond open on the oxygen O negative and C positive, and this negative will attack on this C positive. So we get the same compound here is O negative, here is OH, and here is your carbon, here is your carbon, and to this carbon there are R. R is R1, here is R2, here is R3, and here is R4. Okay. Now, next step. Now, this sigma bond may open. So this is path A, right? Sometimes also it may open by path B also. Means you have right to open by path A and path B. So if you open by path A, then you are getting such type of compound. And if suppose if you open by path A, then this sigma bond will shift here, and there's a formation of a double bond. So we can get here C, here is R, here is R, C becomes negative, and here is the C, here is R1, R2, R1, R2, then R3 and R4, and you are getting here C double bond O and OH, and further it undergo, that is the protonation, and you are getting corresponding compound R1, R2, and here is the H, and here is your COOH, and here is your R3 and R4, right? So it is possible when the reaction takes place by path A. But suppose if it takes place by path B, so if it open by path B like this one, right, by path B, right, so this carbon becomes negative. So I can write also by path B. So you can get, this will shift here, and you may get carbon, here is R1, here is R2, right, and this carbon is having C double bond O and OH. Similarly, you are having C negative, R3 and R4. Further it undergo protonation, and you can get here R1, R2, here is a COOH, here is a CH, and here is a R3 and R4. Means you can get such type of carboxylic acid, and you can get such type of carboxylic acid, right? So by path A you are having this compound, and by path B you are having this compound, right? Means by both way we can open this three-membered nucleus, and you can get a corresponding product, right? So it is called as a Jaworski rearrangement reaction. It is called as a Jaworski rearrangement reaction. So we can add a number of examples, right, and we can solve their problem. Okay, so just I will add now example. You have to try yourself, right? Suppose you are having the starting compound, that is, it is a 6-member nucleus. There is a C double bond O, and there is a pH. Okay, and here you are having Cl, right, and the reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. Here is the H and here is the H, right? The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. So what happens here, the sigma bond will open on this carbon, C becomes negative, there is a formation of a carbanion. As soon as the carbanion form, or this sigma bond will open on this Cl, Cl negative, C positive, this will shift here, there is a formation of a double bond. So it is somewhat different than the previous. So there is a formation of double bond. Here is your C double bond O and PH, right? The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali. So what happens? This will open C negative, this is C positive, right? And here, ice becomes C positive, right? So the further this OH will attack on this carbon. So it is somewhat different mechanism. Here there is a C double bond O and OH, okay, right? And on this there is an attack of pH, right? There is an attack of pH. The reaction takes place in the presence of water. So I have coupled 2 to 3 steps in one step. So generally they should not ask such type of example. You can write only for the 3 marks what is the Favorsky rearrangement, and you can write any one of the example. Okay, so here actually this carbon do not have alpha hydrogen, so we cannot form such type of carbanion. But here the structure permit and the formation of carbon-carbon double bond, and this will give corresponding product like this one. So pi bond open on this oxygen, O negative, C positive, and this will open on this carbon, and this will open on this carbon. That's why you are having first type of formation of product, right? So these are somewhat exceptional cases. Learn up to 5th example, and in your exercise also they have given again the same examples that already we have solved. Okay, only they have changed the halogen and you have to write down the same thing. And so you have taken also all the examples from your textbook also to solve up to this one. Any doubt you may ask? Yes, if you have any doubt you may ask. What is the Favorsky rearrangement reaction? Favorsky rearrangement reaction is reaction. The starting compound is alpha halois ketone. There is the presence of halogen at alpha carbon, and also there is the presence of hydrogen at alpha carbon. So alpha and alpha dash. The reaction takes place in the presence of alkali, followed by hydrolysis. It gives corresponding acid. But if the reaction takes place in the presence of sodium alkoxide and alcohol, then it gives corresponding ester. Means the starting compound is alpha halo ketone, and the product they are the acid or ester. So this is the called as a Favorsky rearrangement reaction. Okay. So depending upon the ring opening of the cyclic compound, you are having corresponding product, right? So I think we should, if you don't have any doubt, we should stop here. Thanks to all.